loves her pizza before she eats it, it's Spring La Rose!
Hello. I'm going to take you all on a journey with me tonight. It starts right here. I'm standing outside the 7-Eleven in Davis Square in the sunshine of my youth. That is exactly 1 year ago. And I noticed this guy with his pants slung way down low, so low that I can see the beginnings of his Batman underwear. He's in that state of limbo that so many men love to be in, you know, just coasting on the line of indecent exposure. It's one of those natural laws of the universe. You're in public, you're going to see at least one man's underwear, if not the full expanse of his ass crack. So anyway, the guy with the Batman underwear saunters up to me, and he says to me, "You got any extra cash, girl?" I shrug sheepishly. "I'm sorry." "Don't play with me, girl. How'd you get that drink you're holding then?" I am in fact standing there with an incriminating $7 brown sugar iced chai latte in hand. Now, I can explain myself to this man in one easy word: debit. But instead I say, I spend the money I make on myself. I'll admit, this is a choice response. But I had made every penny at this point slaving away in a place beyond most of your worst nightmares: Dunkin' Donuts. No, really, you have to understand, this was no ordinary Dunkin'. This was a Dunkin' that doubled as the headquarters of a motorcycle gang and probably some New England drug cartel. And it served a whole host of characters. The familiar ones, you know, little old lady, little old man, Mr. Glove. Now let me tell you about this customer, Mr. Glove. We call him Mr. Glove because he always wore one blue latex glove on his right hand for what turned out to be a very specific reason. I remember Mr. Glove placed a bottle of Tropicana apple juice on the counter, and I watched as that blue glove dipped below his jeans. Oh, okay, we did have a cup on the counter reading tips are appreciated, but that was not the kind of tip I was imagining. So anyway, yeah, little old lady, little old man, diagnosed chronic masturbator, etc., etc. And my coworkers were also a lot of fun. There's this one guy I remember very vividly, Night Shift Ricky from North Carolina. Night Shift Ricky had a very unique sense of humor. But it's all right, it's okay, because he said, "I have a wife and kids." Whew! Night Shift Ricky once told a woman in the drive-thru line to take her shirt off, but he has a wife and kids, so rock on. But contrary to his name, Night Shift Ricky was actually his most powerful in the morning, off the clock. I remember one time he came when I was working, sauntered up to the counter and said, "I'd like the midget to make my coffee." After a moment of introspection, I realized that I was the midget in question. But it's all right, it's okay, because Night Shift Ricky has what? Oh, yes! Very good, very good. Yeah, it's safe to say I've met better men from North Carolina. Like, for example, my gynecologist, Jimmy Culver, MD, a real southern gentleman. Best way I can describe Jimmy Culver is if Colonel Sanders was really invested in women's health instead of fried chicken. And, you know, that southern hospitality is surprisingly effective in a clinical setting. Picture yourself lying on your back on a cold gray examination table, and suddenly, Jimmy Culver is there, and he snaps on not one, but two blue latex gloves. Lying there with your feet in those stirrups, giddy up. You realize you're not the gynecologist, you're right at home. Your body is a pot pie, and Jimmy, well, Jimmy is the chef. Keep scooting, he says, keep scooting, sprinkle up, now drop that ball off the table, but keep scooting. So you slide down the examination table like a boat down a lazy river.